Hello! We're going to talk about self, that's our subject, and within that, we're going to talk about personality. Now, self is a very deep subject, it's going to be the longest subject with the maximum number of chapters because since self is a very complicated idea, okay, and it's very difficult to discuss online, obviously. So, I'd rather just do it here at the BlackSheep Academy, but we're going to go through the basics, okay? So, we're going to understand what is personality. Firstly, in Asian countries, personality is misunderstood. They say, oh, his height, his strength, the way he walks, that is personality. The way he talks, that is personality. No, not at all, not at all. These are parts of personality, okay? And we have to understand what a personality is. Firstly, we have to understand that a personality is not you, okay? It could be, inner self is different. You could be secure, insecure, okay? You could be clear or not, you could be aware, you could be intelligent or not, but you could still display all these things. Okay, so first we'll go through posture. What exactly is posture? The way you talk, the way you walk, okay, the way you speak to somebody, the way you, and you have to have different postures in different situations. Obviously, you cannot talk in the same way to your parents as you talk to the prime minister, or each posture is slightly different. You're trying to show dominance sometimes, you're trying to be subservient sometimes. So there is a whole game that you are playing. What is the whole game? It's basically energy. Okay, so most people stick to a personality. They get a certain personality, okay, and they get say 7, okay, for men, and sometimes with women it's 3. Okay, so they will stick to that personality all their lives. Don't do that. Personality is not you. It's just a tool. Okay. Yes, there are traits that you are comfortable with, of course, but overall you have to use personality according to the situation. Okay. Now, let's look at this. Alright, so posture, confidence, okay, the way you speak, okay, when you speak, what you speak, the pauses you take, etc. Gestures, okay, how much space you're taking up, what you are trying to explain, what you are trying to say, you're saying, okay, this divides, this creates a visual when you're speaking to someone. Visuals help, visuals always help. That's why people like seeing videos, okay. Vocalization, okay, whether I want to whisper, alright, whether I want to talk loudly, okay, whether I want to give a speech, whether I want to pause, all these things matter in vocalization. Now these are slightly subtler things in personality. Understanding, okay, how well you understand something, or how well you want to proceed with it. Leadership, alright, or teamwork for that matter. Listening, okay, discipline, assertion, subservience, all these things are just tools in the game of life that you are playing, in the game of society that you are playing. Now, what is not personality? That is extremely important, right? Clothes and accessories, okay? Absolutely not personality. It's often confused to be a part of personality. But it could be a quirky innerness or it could be show off. So you don't really know what the person is, okay? Intelligence is not a part of personality. It is what rules this, right? If you're more intelligent, then you can play around here. You understand how to use this. If you're less intelligent, you don't. Then you have more of a rigid personality. So intelligence is the thing that rules all of this, right? Talent or skills, that is just inborn. You know how to do it. Or practice, for example, you've practiced it, or you're just an expert. You're born with it, right? That's not a part of personality. None of these can prove that you have talent skill. You could have all these and have no talent. It's possible. Right? Relationship status, which often people say, oh, he's married, so probably they assume it is a part of personality, which it is definitely not. Okay. Now let's understand the basics of the inner self. This is not you who you are, just the inner self. Okay. Security and insecurity does not mean that you have any of this. Okay. If you have all these, you could still be secure or insecure. No one can really know until they really know you, really understand. Clarity. Okay, how clear you are. You could just be extremely good at understanding and leadership. That doesn't mean you're clear about things. Okay, you've just made a system. You're not naturally clear. Similarly, awareness. Okay, how aware you are you cannot make out with this because again, these are just tools. The more aware you are, the better you can use these tools. So you can make an assessment of how aware a person is by the way he uses this. How aware, how clear. Okay, you can make an assessment, but it is not a part of personality. And of course, intelligence is either you're born with it or you've created it over time, but most of the time you're born with it. So again, these things rule this, okay? The inner self rules the personality, which is just a bunch of tools. The inner self is the hand, okay, which is ruling these tools. And then we get into the deeper self. That is on another trip. Basically, as far as you're concerned, you are nothing, okay? These are all things that you have. That we'll get into deeper, but basically understand inner self hands and these tools. Use them smartly.